I apologize if I sound a little weird for the first few minutes of this video. I was just woken up by my dog thinking that I was dead when really I was just sleeping. Problem is, she really doesn't know CPR, so instead she chose to jump directly onto my throat with the weight of 1,000 suns. So, yeah, currently doing this voiceover with a collapsed windpipe. Yay, pet ownership! For today's project, we have an actual product. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised too. I've noticed that my videos have taken kind of a sharp drop in quality lately, so I kind of want to fix that today. So, for our first ever product crowdfunded corruption, I give you the Comfort Pilot.
As we all know, sleeping on long commutes isn't always a breeze. As you can see here, sleeping while sitting upright often leads to bad posture and imbalance. It not only looks dumb, but does not make you feel rested and can even lead to damage to the neck muscles, causing headaches and discomfort later on.
First off, this guy's currently using the microphone equivalent to a sock puppet. I'm serious, it sounds like the guy wadded up some socks, decided that, this'll work perfectly, and then just started layering them over the microphone. You want to know how I know that? Because guess how I eliminate the echo in my room?
I've struggled with this for years, and I'm obviously not the only one. So I decided to take matters into my own hands, and after a whole lot of trial and error, I've come up with Comfort Pilot. This ingenious design consists of a band that goes around the headrest, strapping you onto your seat, so you don't end up being the laughingstock of the whole bus.
Oh no, I promise. You're still going to be the laughingstock of the whole bus the second you pull this thing out. You're just not going to know that because this thing comes with a blindfold.
The flexible design fits every type of seat and is easy to adjust to your head size and preference. The anti-slip material on the inside of the band makes sure it stays in place, no matter if the seat is cotton, leather or a synthetic. The tag on the headband gives you the opportunity to move from side to side while keeping you from falling forward.
I'm gonna pause it here so we can get a good look at this thing. It's just a really big headband. It's basically a seatbelt for your face. I don't want a seatbelt for my face. What happens when it slips down and becomes a seatbelt for my neck? I already have a collapsed windpipe. I don't also need a decapitation. You might be saying, but he said it had a slip-resistant strap that holds it to the seat. Well, yeah, but all that is a thin strip of rubber on one side. That's not going to help one bit in the event of a car accident or something like that. If anything, the first responders to the crash site are just going to look at you with your dislocated vertebrae and laugh their collective asses off as they carry you off to the ER.
It comes with a velvety face mask that feels good on the face even after a long good sleep. The idea is simple yet elegant, and we have tested, tweaked and redesigned it a million times to make sure it's perfect for those long overnighters. So when the plane has taken off and you're starting to get drowsy, Comfort Pilot is there for you. Just put your face mask on, pull the band over your forehead.
What in the name of Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez is that? That's not a blindfold or a face mask as he calls it. That is a grade A bandit mask ripped straight out of a Western movie. I dare you to pull this thing out on a plane. Those highly trained and well-armed US Marshals are going to be very deep up that sphincter.
And get ready for a deep sleep. As you can see, the head stays perfectly put on top of your spine, avoiding the wear and strain that usually leads to pain. The head weighs between 5 and 8 kilos and is not something you want pulling on your spine for hours on end.
5 to 8 kilograms, or 10 to 11 pounds for us uncultured Americans, is pretty much nothing for the spine. The human spine is surrounded by over 120 muscles. Unless you have some really, really terrible disorder, then the human head is pretty much nothing to hold up. By the way, thank you for making me Google how much does a human head weigh. Pretty sure I'm on some list somewhere now.
One bad 8-hour flight can completely destroy the rest of your vacation if all you're thinking about is how badly your neck hurts. With Comfort Pilot, this is no longer an issue. Comfort Pilot comes with a small bag that fits easily into your pocket, so you can take it with you wherever you go. It works on all seats with a headrest, be it a car, a bus, a train, or of course an airplane. Just pull it over your headrest, get your face mask on and snuggle up.
This is the face of a man who can't believe he signed up for this shit.
If you have a blanket as well, you're ready for La La Land. So for the first time ever in economy class, you can arrive at your destination feeling refreshed and rested. Comfort Pilot upgrades you to a sleeping class. Thank you.
Oh no. Thank you for giving my channel content for the day. Alright, before we go, I wanted to take a look at two things. First, how much would you say one of these things cost? I'm guessing it's around $5. That sounds pretty reasonable. It probably takes around $2 to make, so that'd still be a pretty sizable profit, right? Nah, this thing's gonna cost you almost 20 bucks. 20 bucks for something that could choke you to death in your sleep. No thank you. Last, I'd like to end it on a good note. The entirety of the project description is just pictures of the manufacturing process. No real information or even a description of the product. However, what we see here is the product description is under the risks and challenges section. So, the whole product is the risk? I couldn't agree more.